How arrogant are you to think that you can do 3 different things and I'm going to do this one thing and you're going to beat me?
Yeah, true.
Like, how arrogant are you to think that you can do 2 other things as well and still be better than me at this one thing that's all I'm doing?
Yeah. It makes complete sense.
You want to win at that game,
do the best of that game. Yeah, I mean, that's right. Like, Usain Bolt didn't do the 100-meter sprint and then jump in the pool. It was funny because we went from having an average listening to just skyrocketing in that month. But
that's the power of a platform, man.
Yeah, it's the power of consistency.
Yeah.
The power of doing things, just working that little bit harder than everyone else.
But we did, like, the listens have gone up since then.
Yeah, there you go.
The weekly listens.
Yeah, there you
gone up. Yeah, it's sick.
But apply that whole same strategy to what you're doing in business. We're talking about being better business people. Like, apply that strategy. Just be better every single day. Be consistent. Consistency is really important. Discipline, really important.
You know what I've noticed lately?
What's up?
That businesses suck balls. Dude, so there's a story. Let me explain. So I finished 75 hard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's actually, you know what? Significant achievement. Significant achievement. Not many people will get that far.
Easy work.
Easy, yeah?
Nah, you know what it was? I knew it was done from day one.
Yeah.
Like, there was never a doubt in my mind. Like, at one point, people were like, dude, you're moody as man. Maybe you should stop this thing. And I'm like, I'm not stopping. Like, I might end up killing a few people. I'm not stopping. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am so committed.
I hope they serve meat in jail.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
At least you get your workouts in easy enough.
Yeah.
Plenty of pages to read.
Reading. What else have to do? Can't remember. 2 workouts, reading, water. That'd be tough. But finished 75 hard. And you know what I was looking forward to the most?
Donuts.
No. Still haven't had a donut. Should get a donut. Fuck, I'd love a donut. But looking forward to not having to cook anymore.
Yeah, you can't wait to get your first Uber.
Dude, I cooked so much throughout this whole thing that I'm like, I'm done. Like,
yeah, you'd either become a fan of it and just be like,
this is the worst thing ever. There isn't. No one can convince me, unless you like cooking, if you like it, good on you, do what you want. But if you don't like it and you're trying to convince me that A, you save money, or B, it's worth cooking so you can have a fresh meal, you're an idiot.
What about HelloFresh?
So it's the same thing. You're just not buying the ingredients.
But you get the recipe and it's way easier to do it.
Nah. I did a HelloFresh during COVID.
Yeah, I did.
It was
We've
like
done it a few times.
We had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Right? You'll never convince me cooking is the thing to do. But here we are. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sign up to this thing, and almost signed up to this thing called Fed. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like pre-packed meals.
Yeah.
It was like $20 a meal. I was like, okay, that's not bad. Like $20 a meal. But I didn't sign up because they made it really complicated. So I was like, dude, really complicated. Can't get my order for 2 weeks. And it's like minimum 1 month ongoing subscription, going to charge me weekly, blah, blah. And I'm like, make it easy, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, let me put the order in. If I want to put another one in, I will. Like, if the food's that good, I'll put another one in.
Yeah.
You don't have to trap me in. So I didn't order it because we're going away. And then, so I didn't order that. So I was talking to someone and then he's like, you know what? You're right. And he goes, if you had a personal chef, you would never cook. And I thought, you're right. Like, even the people who claim, I like cooking, like, you would never cook. If you had a personal chef, you would not cook.
Yeah. I was saying that the other day to my wife, saying it's not as far-fetched as you might think to have a personal chef.
Dude, I called one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so let's do this. So I jumped on Google. So I Googled personal chef. Being personally, this might be biased, but if you run ads, I tend to think you're smart. Do you know what I mean? I think if you're running ads, like, you have some level of understanding of business.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you have some understanding. You're investing in marketing.
Yeah.
You're not a complete goose.
Yeah.
Maybe it's biased, but to me, it's like, if you are running ads, you have some understanding of business.
Yeah. How many people, and you've seen this firsthand, you stand in front of a room of 100 people, put your hand up if you're running ads right now.
Yeah, no.
What's the percentage?
It's, dude, like, it'd be, you'd be like, 5. You could count them on one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5%. Less sometimes.
Yeah, it's
less. And it's like, guys, there's your biggest opportunity in this world just to get ahead of everyone else.
Okay, so I'm not biased.
No, 100%.
Yeah, because when I see someone running ads, I'm like,
a lot. You know why though people don't do it? It's because it hurts before it gets good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And exactly they've got to put money on the line before they go. Okay, yeah, this is sick.
yeah, but it's called paid ads.
Yeah.
It's not called borrow money ads.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
So I see an ad. I click it. I inquire.
The chef.
The chef, yeah. I inquire. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Fill in the inquiry form. I'm interested in getting some, meals cooked, blah, blah, blah. And then I get an email. Hey, mate, depending on what you're after, prices can vary. Can we jump on a call? I thought, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. What time suits tomorrow? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, can we do 3:30? Okay, done. So next day comes around, I put 3:30 in my calendar. Again, this guy's going to call me at 3:30.
No.
Listen. So 3:30 comes around. Phone doesn't ring. I'm working. I'm thinking the phone doesn't ring. Phone doesn't ring. 3:40. Phone doesn't ring. 3:50. Nothing. I'm like, fuck, is this thing on Do Not Disturb?
Oh, shit. Probably had a what? We're not recording.
One.
It's all right. We can keep talking.
We'll roll with it. 3:50. Nothing. I'm like, is my phone on Do Not Disturb? No, it's not. Okay. 4:10. I'm like, fuck, they've probably forgotten about the call.
Yeah.
Well, how shit's that?
That's all right. Mistakes happen. You give benefit of the doubt once.
So I get an email. 4:20. Hey, mate, are we still on? Yeah. I was waiting for you to call me, I replied. Oh, I don't have your number. So I just looked and I thought, this person's retarded.
People are sleeping.
Listen, so I left it. I was like, whatever, man. Like, I'm not even going to try to talk. Like, I don't have your number. Ask for a number. Do you know what I mean? It's a sales call. Do you want me to call you?
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
going to book an appointment? I'm going to call you.
Yeah.
Like, you're selling to me. So then 10 minutes later, I get another email. What's your contact number? So I'm like, okay. So I send my contact number. My phone rings. Hello. Hey, mate, blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. No, that's all right. No worries. At this point, I'm already thinking this guy's weird.
Yeah.
And then he's like, so what are you looking for? Blah, blah, blah. Tell me a little bit about why do you want a personal chef? I just said, dude, I want to cook. I want to cook, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, cool. And then he's like, how many meals do you want a week? I said, what do you recommend? Do you want 5? I said, yeah, all right, 5 meals, 5 dinners. That should be fine. And then I'll work out the rest. He's like, okay, cool. So it's going to be roughly, this call out fee is going to be roughly $4.50, and we've got a special for the month of July for 10% off.
$4.50?
So I said $4.50, and you got a special for July, it's 10% off. He's like, yeah. He's like, so it'll be $4.10 or whatever. So I'm like, so
That includes food?
no, you got to buy the food. So food groceries on top. So I'm like, okay, $4.10 a month.
Is it a Michelin chef?
No, it's supposed to be good food. And it was like $4.10 a month. And he's like, no, a week. And I was like, and how much do I need to spend on groceries? He's like, probably $150. And I was like, so it's going to be $4.50 normally and $150. So it's going to cost me $600 and I'm going to get 5 meals. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, it's $120 a meal. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't see value in that. He's like, well, this is not for everyone, bud. Some people can't afford it. And I'm like, what? Dude, listen, shut the fuck. Like, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, this just, why would I pay $120? Why would it? That just seems silly. I'd rather order Uber Eats every night. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to cost less. And then I'm like, so how do people normally make this work? He's like, oh, some people do it and they get 10 meals. I said, oh, so how much is 10 meals? Like, maybe this will work out if I get 10 meals. How much is 10 meals? Same price.
So yeah, just double it.
No, same price. Yeah.
What?
And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, yeah. So 10 meals. I said, so if I did 10 meals, it'll still be 600. He goes, yeah. I said, so if I did 10 meals, it'd be $60 a meal. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, are you dumb? Like, are you, why did you,
Don't open.
And I'm like, it's all good, man. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, all good. Thanks. And I got off the phone and I was just thinking, how shit are people at business?
Yeah.
Dude,
It's okay. This is the thing, right? This guy could be a really good chef.
he could be a fantastic chef.
He's really good at what he does.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. But it just comes down to that level of education. When did he ever get taught how to sell at school? He probably never got taught that. He would have gone out and gotten his apprenticeship, or I dare say, become a chef, be really good at it, probably worth the money maybe. You know, if you're really fucking good at your job, dude, you can charge.
You know what? I'm sorry. There is no meal that I'm going to pay $120 for a microwave 3 days later.
Yeah, I get what you're saying from that.
There's no
because
value
I'm a
there.
big value person too. But
$120, you better be there cooking it for me.
Yeah, but
I want to feed it to me. There's no way.
So the meals got delivered to you?
No, he would come cook them in your kitchen,
Yeah.
and then put them in your fridge, and then so you got 5 meals. But that's what I'm saying. 100. Imagine cooking. Imagine eating it 5
I think
days later.
I've missed out. I'm thinking he's coming every single day
No,
and
one
cooking for you
off.
fresh, like
One-
straight from fry pan to.
You know that
table.
would be. I'd say. You know what? I can see.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah. No. You're gonna come cook them all at once and put them into containers, put in your fridge.
Oh, that's silly.
What an idiot.
That's silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but aside from that, let's get over that part of it.
I was so upset. I was like, dude, this was 2 days ago.
Yeah. Aside from that aspect of it, I think it's he just hasn't grasped what he needs to do to actually make sales in this space, to make it feasible, because he could probably have 400 clients. Instead, he just gets that one somewhat wealthy person that is just sort it out for me. I can't be bothered. Here's your money. He probably gets that every now and then. Instead, he could really make something of it.
Yeah, maybe. The guy was a douche.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't for everyone. Some people can't afford it.
As soon as you say that, you've lost your client. You've you're bagging your client in a way that's not advantageous to you.
Zero advantage.
You're breaking rapport.
Even
That's
if
what
I
it is.
couldn't afford it, like even if I was flat broken, I was way out of my budget. That's not a nice thing to say, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like who are you to talk to me like that? You know what I mean?
Client, a
I
potential buyer.
almost wanted to buy it and then not let him in the house. Like, here, take the money. No, I can afford anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Like just because I get shitty people like that.
Yeah, 100%. I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and then I just thought, I was having a conversation with someone about it. I was explaining the story to them, and businesses are not that great. How many businesses do you go to these days and say this service is amazing?
How many what?
Businesses do you go to these days and say the service here is amazing?
I mean, I'm thinking about it. So obviously,
Can you name one? Yeah, I can name one. Amex.
Yeah. Apple.
Yeah,
I say when you walk into an Apple store, I think that their service there is pretty good.
yeah, they know who you are.
Yeah, they know everything about the product.
Yeah.
Like you walk into an Apple store and they don't know something about the product. Do you know what I mean? They know everything.
And everyone's happy.
Yeah, like they have that perception. There's literally 100 people in there working. So yeah, I think Apple's probably one of those ones.
Amex is for sure. Amex, every single time I've called them, dude, they
Helped you. Yeah, the other day I was going through my Amex and I saw a transaction there for $518. And because I was looking for all the invoices, I'm like, what the hell is this?
That's the worst feeling, man.
But yeah. It just annoys me when I don't have the invoice. I don't mind what it is. I'm like, look, what is this? And then I see the website, I see the company name, I Google it. I'm like, what the fuck? It was some furniture place in America. Like, I've never bought anything from here. And it was on my card. It wasn't on one of my employees' cards. It was mine. I'm like, I've not been here in the last 30 days. And I sent it online, said, don't recognize this, don't know what it is, blah, blah, blah. And 2 days later, they're like, yep, no worries, refunding the money.
Oh, you didn't find out what it was?
No, there was a charge. Someone charged my card and they shouldn't have.
$518.
$518. $518. I sent it to him. I said, I've never made this transaction. I've never purchased from this company.
Amex is sick.
Yeah. So it's
so good, dude.
It's really good like that.
Yeah. Like, you call them, you say, hey, I didn't, what's this about? Oh, sorry, no worries.
Yeah.
Did I solve your problem? You're like, you did.
Yeah.
This is sick.
That's it.
But you can't say that about every business.
No, but that goes to show why so many businesses go broke, doesn't it? Think about it. So many businesses go broke in every industry. It's because those people are not trained. They're really good at their craft, is what I've found. They're good at what they do, but that skill that they have obtained over the years of them working for someone or studying aren't the skills that they need to grow their business, aren't the skills they need to be successful in business. You need a new set of skills. You need to forget what you've learned. That was great for you back then. Now you've got to go, okay, what's this? What's this?
Yeah.
How do I do this? How do I do that? And
Next level.
for me, it's very evident in what I do when I'm coaching and mentoring builders, because 90% of the builders I speak to are technically guns. Like they are really great craftsmen. Do you know what I mean? They can genuinely build a fantastic product with their two hands. Run a construction company, they fall to pieces.
Yeah. So whole thing.
I've had so many arguments with tradies, particularly carpenters, right? Well, carpenters turn builders.
Yeah.
Oh, no one can manage quality like I can when I'm on the tools. Dude.
That's right. I do that for the rest of your life.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like, mate, how you're telling me it can't be done when I do it every single day? How do I build an $8 million home and I don't pick up a hammer and it's better than anything you've ever built in your life? How? Oh, and don't get the same customer service. Yes, they get better.
Playing a different game.
They get better. That's right. Playing a different game. And it comes down to, well, really they're not getting out of their own way, but they stop educating. They don't realize that what I just said. Those skills are not what you need in business. They're not what you need to grow, to be successful, to build relationships, all that sort of stuff. Those skills, it's like me saying, I used to be really good at Lego when I was a kid, so I'm going to use that when I go build a house. They're two different skills. Like I don't need that anymore.
Yeah. So I was talking with a mentor this morning, and he was telling me apparently there was recent stats released. You know how many businesses actually get 7 figures? Like make $1 million in turnover, not profit.
$1 million, that's quite low.
It's not much turnover.
Yeah.
Do you know how many businesses get to $1 million?
No.
2%.
Wow.
Do you know how many get to
8
figures?
I heard it was 1.
It's 0.2.
Wow.
So if you turn
I thought it was less. I thought it was more. I thought it was more. I thought it was 1%, and I thought that was fuck all.
Yeah, 0.2. I haven't, don't quote me on these figures. I'm just re-quoting someone else. So if they're wrong, blame him.
Deal with it.
But they'd be close. But businesses suck, dude.
It's not easy.
It's not.
Actually, you know what?
But, hey,
maybe I'll take that back.
Like,
I'll take that back.
shit right,
I think,
dude.
Yeah,
Get that
I think
shit
it
right.
can be easy. I think when you start winning, it's easy. Yeah.
It's not that. Yeah, like also,
It's like once you crack it, once you get that thing, and it's just like bang. Whoa, hang on, what's going on here? I just keep winning. I just keep winning.
it's like momentum.
Yeah, who was it? Adrian Portelli the other day. I sent you that photo of him. And a couple posts later, he had 100 million Amex points. All right? 100 million Amex points. So it just goes to show, it's like the more success you get, the easier things also become too. All right? Because he's using his Amex to do whatever deals he's going to do. And then he also gets all the benefits associated with that. So he could probably fly around the world however he wants, do whatever he wants. Like that to him isn't a fart in the wind. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the game keeps getting, the bigger and more successful you get, the game gets easier to win.
It's a different game you're playing. When you're doing 5 mil, it's easier to grow from that than it is to go from 0 to 500.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you have leverage, you have resources, you have, you know what I mean?
Credibility. You get more trust in your industry. Like you get more trust in your space.
You can hire 3 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull that trigger and be like, cool, let's build that arm of the business.
Yeah. Man, I say that as a sales process when I'm dealing with my clients. It's like, you don't get me when you're building your house. You get my whole team. You get a team of people building a home. You don't get me in a tool bag. You get people there that will have, you get a dedicated site supervisor, you get a dedicated administrator, you got the office, you got this, you got this, you got this. Like everyone is building your house, not just one person. And people feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, we get the whole party.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why do businesses suck, man?
It could also be a little bit of arrogance in that regard too.
With that guy?
Yeah, but also the business owners. Also the business owners, they think this is how, like I said, the guy's like, no one can build a better house than me. I'm never going to get off the tools. I give the best customer service. They think that they are the best in their own little circle, in their own little world. And again, they may be one of the best craftsmen.
Yeah,
they may be
that guy
really,
could have been a
really
gun
good. Yeah,
like, how to talk to people.
That's right.
Well, but like, you just booked a call with someone. Like you just booked a call via email. Like you didn't call
Yeah.
or email instantly.
Was it a Zoom meeting? Like you think
Yeah.
you would have something set up to communicate with that person?
Nothing. And waited almost an hour
Yeah.
to send me an email.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing.
You know what I mean?
I had I think the common denominator is people. Like they're just, they can just be shit. I was interviewing for a job the other day. Not me interviewing, I was interviewing people for a role at my
You
business.
won't go for a new job?
No, they couldn't afford me. So they were interviewing, and I was interviewing, I don't know, half a dozen people, whatever it was, and had a scheduled appointment with someone. It was a Zoom meeting. They didn't rock up to the meeting. Nothing. I waited 5 minutes and then I hung up. And I thought that was a long time.
5 minutes is fair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've never met him and
Never
then
met
show up
them.
in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
leave.
5 minutes.
If you know him,
Yeah, you send a text,
Yeah.
hey, you still coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. If it's a regular appointment or client or whatever, yeah, it's cool.
like I might be running late.
Yeah, that shit happens. That's fine. But this was something like, for me, if I was going for a job interview and it was a good role, good wage, good
Yeah.
conditions, good everything, good opportunity to work with me and the team, I would be on the meeting 5 minutes early.
Well, yeah, you should be. Yeah.
You know, I'd be ready and raring to go. Not, okay, 3:00, bang, let's open Zoom up now. So I get in there at 3:02. Already you're late. Already you
Yeah.
lost.
And then they send you a message saying, sorry, Zoom's updating.
Yeah.
Whose fault's that?
Yeah. That's right. Be prepared.
People aren't equipped.
Yeah. That's actually the best way to put it.
Yeah, they're not equipped.
And not equipped.
Because like, you don't go to many, I don't know, maybe I've just noticed it more since I've been in business.
100% you would.
You go into places and you're like, this sucks. Like, you know what I mean? You could improve the value people feel like they're getting by simply doing something different. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I can't remember who was saying this, something along the lines of, okay, go into the restaurant, we take over a restaurant. How often do we ask people if they have food? Do we introduce ourselves? Do we go back once they've gotten their meals within 7 minutes to say, hey, how's the food? Blah, blah, like, you know what I mean? Like, and putting in those processes that don't have
A monetary exchange.
there's
right
no
there.
extra cost for you to do that. And the person on the other side feels like they're getting more value.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? That guy, if he was sales trained, he probably would have got me $60 a meal. I was like, oh, man,
Yeah, you're considering it.
Yeah.
You're considering it then.
yeah. But because he didn't even know how to explain to me that, hey man, if you do 10, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Is it? If I didn't,
You had to come up with that.
I had to go. And then I thought, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say, so what is it if you, if you got 30
At that point,
and 40 and 50?
Get off the phone.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool, man. Cool. I'll call you. I said, I'll call you. So leave it with me. I'll give you a call.
What I was going to say with that now, about them not being equipped.
Yeah, it's a lack of human skill, human understanding. But I feel like two things with that. One, I think we could all look into our businesses and say, where am I missing something?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Exactly. It just jogged my memory. So
I've just picked it up.
yeah.
I was like,
Here's the thing, right? You see how bad everyone else is around you. You don't need to improve by 200%. You just have to do an extra 5.
yeah, you only
You just have to. That's right.
It's not that hard.
That's
to beat
right.
everyone.
It's not
Most
that
people
hard.
suck.
That's right. That's right. So if you're listening to this now and you do have a business and you do have or future aspirations in anything that you're doing right now, could be could be an 18-year-old and you want to be captain of the football team, right? I guarantee you most of your teammates are probably playing PS5 right now. Go for a jog.
Yeah, go kick the footy.
Go do a leadership course. Go have the conversation with your coach. Say, listen, coach, I'm ready to take up a more senior role. Now, if that's captain, vice captain, team leader, whatever you want it to be, I'll just want you to know that I'm here ready to put my hand up. Take the initiative. If a kid ever said that to me, I'd be like, cool, let's give you a shot. You know, so you only have to, and Dana White said this, he goes like, if you want to win at life, you just have to be a little bit savage. He goes, the ones that are savage in this life are going to win. They're going to get anything that they want because they're willing to work that little bit harder than everyone else. So if you've got a business, if you've got anything that you want to achieve right now, understand that your advantage over the rest of your competition is your ability to work a little bit harder, work a little bit smarter.
Yeah, get the basics right. Yeah, everyone's trying to invent the new thing.
Yeah, the new Uber and the new fucking Netflix or whatever it is. Oh, this is going to crush it. And
what's your USP?
Yeah.
What's your USP?
What's that? Oh,
unique selling proposition. You know, everyone's trying to be so different. And it's like, everyone else sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like, just do the, most people just want. Have you ever, it's hard to find good cleaner.
I think I've got one.
Go on to.
Do you?
Yeah.
We'll swap.
Hold on.
Like better.
Dude, I'm telling you, have you ever had a bad cleaner?
Yeah.
There is nothing worse than paying for a clean and coming home and the house doesn't quite spring cleaned. Nothing
I do it. Well, I do it when I'm handing over a project. We do builder cleans.
Yeah, that's a full-on clean.
A proper clean. Yeah, but it's still like if I walk through the house, a brand new house you're about to hand over, and it's fucking dirty. Like,
yeah, 100%. You need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's got to be handed.
But I've got my office, so my office gets cleaned weekly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a couple of little things there. I'm like, oi, come on. You know what I mean? I get it's in and out job, but just wipe down this windowsill. It's not going to kill you. You know what I mean?
No, dude, I got a Vietnamese lady.
Yeah.
And she comes in with like 5 Asians. They're jump out of a white van.
They're the same.
Just smash that. First time I used her, I went to like a top shop. I was like, let me see.
Yeah.
And
nothing. How good.
And they've moved some shit here.
The cleaner I used, I actually used her. I used to have an Airbnb, an apartment in the city, and I used to Airbnb it out, and she used to go in there and clean it and all that sort of stuff. Really good.
Good?
Was it? At the time, yeah, killed it. Yeah.
Now, not so much?
Well, I haven't done it for a very long time, but what happened, this is when Airbnb sort of just started. Like, it was a year or so in, and when I first did it, now everyone's doing it. But back then, I had I'll give you an example. I had a 2-bedder apartment in the city, overfacing the casino, like really cool little place. It would get $600 a week back then in rent, just for rent. And so let's just say that's what, 25 grand a year, something like that. When I was Airbnb-ing the apartment, it got $60,000 to $70,000 a year.
Sick.
Like, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Did that for a couple of years and sold it. But yeah, she was my cleaner back then. Now she cleans my office. And then, but the connection she made with me, right? I introduced her to my sister-in-law who has a real estate company. She does all her vacate cleans. She does some of my builder cleans. So now she's gone from, she was just herself and her husband. And then she's got, like you were saying, a whole team of people. And so busy just cleaning up, literally now.
And why?
Well, with her, I think she was definitely working hard at the time, that's for sure. She was working hard, and then she took that opportunity too. And she worked on that relationship and that connection. I think that's another really important thing in business. You need to have good relationships.
Yeah.
Like if this person was relating to you and have been trying to build rapport and a relationship, like he broke rapport when he said, oh, you can't afford it.
Yeah, he was pretty much like, not for everyone.
He could have said that a different way. You could have said that 1,000 different ways.
Yeah, what's your budget?
Yeah, or even just go, okay, look, I understand that's not for everyone, but we do have other packages which could be more tailored to your needs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what are they?
But hold on. Would you pay $120 for food in your fridge?
Not for what you just said.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, like I'd rather
you're not going to cook it for me every day.
I'd rather go to like Squire's Loft every night.
Yeah, why would you not?
Yeah,
you're going to pay $60 for a steak.
$60 for a steak. Yeah. It's going to be cooked the way I want. It's going to be great. Fuck, I'll do that every night.
Yeah. Like, I was like, that's insane.
You can even Uber it.
$120.
Yeah, silly.
And then his response was, it's like he got defensive.
Yeah, he did. 100%.
Yeah. But that's just his own insecurities cost him.
Yeah, that's right. But again, that's how a trained salesperson will use that.
Surely I'm not the first person to give him that objection. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way in the world. Unless I'm the first person to ever ask for 5. But he put 5 to me.
Yeah.
It was like, you led me down a trap.
I'm flipping out that he's not cooking it every single night for you. These are packed meals. That's what I'm flipping out.
He's going to come cook once.
Yeah, that's nothing.
He's like, you need to have Tupperware to put it in. Like, he didn't say Tupperware, he said container.
It's like the plastic stuff. Yeah. Whatever. You lost me at fucking $120 a meal.
You lost me at, what's your number? That's right. I've been on the phone an hour ago.
Far out. Okay. So there's people out there that, like Hormozy's massive on having one business and being really good at that business, dominating at that business.
Yeah.
And then you have other people
I agree with him.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you and
I
him.
think he's right, dude.
I believe so too.
Trying to play in 20 different industries is not viable.
I agree. I don't think going out there and say, look, I'm going to crush it and build an empire. Do you know what I mean? And go down that path. I don't think that's honestly, I think you're stretching yourself too thin.
Who was it that said, maybe, or is he maybe someone else? I think maybe Jimmy Carr said this, and they said, how arrogant are you to think that you can do 3 different things and I'm going to do this one thing and you're going to beat me?
Yeah, true.
Like, how arrogant are you to think that you can do 2 other things as well and still be better than me at this one thing that's all I'm doing?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It makes complete sense.
You want to win at that game,
do the best of that game. Yeah, I mean, that's right. Like Usain Bolt didn't do the 100-meter sprint and then jump in the pool. See what I mean?
Yeah, like Peppercorn's fam.
Maybe he could have. It's pretty quick.
He'd be a good swimmer. For sure.
He'd what?
He'd be a good swimmer.
Probably. But like that's what I mean. You and I even think about that myself. Do I stretch myself too thin sometimes? And I've got the 2 core businesses anyway. We're doing the building company and then the events and then the training, the coaching and mentoring. And to be honest with you, there's been times where I've looked at it and gone, fuck, like I don't have enough hours in the day.
Like next few weeks is cooked.
Yeah, next few weeks are going to be cooked. But again, it's also forcing me to do other things in my business, like putting on a GM. You know, that for me, I kind of feel that the fact that I've got that second business is forcing me to put on a GM at my construction company. And if I didn't have that second business growing, I don't know if I would have put the GM on. Sure, at this stage anyway, I'll probably just like, no, I'll just do it myself. I'll just keep being the managing director and keep growing the business. But I feel that I would fall into that trap too. You know, that I'm just going to keep working hard. And I work very hard. And would I fall into that trap? Yeah, I kind of feel that the second business has helped me level up in that instance. And it's very similar in the sense like it's not a business of, I've got my construction business and then the mentoring business is mentoring florists. Do you know what I mean? I'm in the construction space still. Like I'm still, they're related in the sense that the proof of stake is in my construction business of what I'm teaching. You know, say, look, I do it here every single day. You can do it too. Yeah. And I've got the time to leave my business because I've got a team there to do stuff.
Yeah. And I'll show you how to do that.
Yeah. And I'll show you how to do that too. And that's the other thing that now is going to give me another level of credibility as I say, hey, guess what? My business is under management.
Yeah.
You think I'm here to fuck around? Guess whose business is worth more, mine or yours? And that's not because we're turning over hundreds of millions of dollars. It's because it operates with me, without me there.
Yeah.
I can have 3 months off. It's instantly worth more as a result.
Yeah, it's more valuable as an investment. People can buy it as running.
That's right. Someone could come in, Metricon could go, hey, you know what? We need a luxury arm to our business because we don't have that. Pascon, oh, great. I see you're doing some sick shit. Yeah, we'll give you $300 million for it.
You heard him.
Cash or card? Just cash.
Bag of money for dollar sign on
it. So, yeah, I do feel that. But I tend to agree with you because there's a lot of people out there that, and we got friends like that too. They got 10 businesses. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
And it's not 10 businesses like 10 restaurants.
It's
right.
It's 10 different.
10 different. Yeah. It's like I've got a pottery business. I've got a marketing business. I've got a landscape business. It's like, dude, I've got general managers in all of them. I'm just managing my portfolio.
You know what's that's a really good...
Sorry to interrupt because it just remind me then, because Amazu actually said that too. He goes, at the end of the day, like people say, you got to do what you love. He goes, business becomes what you love at the end of the day because you kind of move away from your profession. You're no longer the builder. You're no longer the marketer.
Not the artist anymore.
You're not the artist. You're the business person. So really, you're kind of in the business game. You're not in that profession field. So you could argue to a degree that, all those other businesses, they're just a business and you are a business person. You could say that too.
Yeah. Yeah. But, okay.
Like me and you are in partnership on a business. When I spoke to you about that, I said from day one, hey, look, I can't do much in this business. Yeah, like I can't pick up the tools and help you out in the sense of I'm not going to drive it. You're driving. And can you do that? You're like, yeah, sweet, absolutely. I said, cool, I'll give you the financial support. I'll give you this. We'll do this. We have meetings every week. but I just at the moment don't have the time. But if you called me up and said, hey, I need you to make 6 phone calls today to do this, yeah. Dude, let's go.
And I've done that.
Yeah. I think I fucked it up too.
Yeah.
But no, I could do that. If you needed me to, or if you said, if Iggy calls me up and says, hey, I need you to hold the light for me whilst I film.
Yeah.
No worries, dude.
Yeah. Or yell like yell Bill.
Huh? Iggy hold the light. Edited my first video the other day. It's gone viral.
Yeah.
He's fucking jealous.
Yeah.
He was spewing.
Touching on what you said as well, I think everyone deep down, there's so many things you need to do in your business.
Yeah.
There are so many different things. Like you want to really get your business right. Like you want to really operate at the highest level. There is so much you need to be doing in your business that you don't do because you don't let yourself think about it because it's a time consuming factor.
Or hard.
Yeah. Or the other thing, the shiny object. Do you know what I mean? Like the shiny object syndrome. You're like, oh, but you know, dude, most entrepreneurs are like, have some level of, you know, ADHD or something. And they all get attracted to the new business. There's this
I was like that.
Me too.
I was like that when my second business started, my consulting business. It took off overnight.
Yeah,
you were there.
All of a sudden, it's like, this is sick.
Yeah, that's not so sick.
Yeah, it was cool to start. Now it's just the same thing. It's like, but, and this is something I heard on a YouTube video, and he goes, as you get into business, you get new opportunities come your way. As you get bigger, as you get better, as you start to make more money, as you grow your businesses, new opportunities come your way. And he calls them the girl in the red dress.
Yes.
In the sense of the distraction.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was this? Where was this? I read the same thing.
Hormozy. And he says, you go through.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at the episode. Yeah, I said that. I heard the exact same one.
Yeah. And he's like, at the start, he's like, you're doing $1,000 a month. And the girl in the red dress, she's pretty ugly. So you can keep focusing on the $1,000 a month. He goes, but when you get to 10,000, 100,000, $1 million a month, he goes, the girl in the red dress becomes a lot hotter. He goes, you need to look at the girl in the red dress and still say no. And still say, no, I'm not going to let you distract me. The girl in the red dress is an analogy for the opportunity, another business, the partnership, the person coming to you saying, hey man, let's do this. Yeah, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you need to be able to say no to those opportunities. Those opportunities get hotter and hotter as you get bigger and bigger. And they get harder and harder to say no to. He mentioned this the other day. He's like, every opportunity that comes to me now, $1 billion minimum.
$1 billion?
Billion. Yeah. Bought a book today. It's called How to Make a Few $1 Billion.
I like it, yeah.
Sick.
Did you just see it and like the cover, or was it recommended?
It was, I heard it on I'm pretty sure I heard it on the same video I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, sweet.
He talks about it in the video. And I was like,
done.
Yeah. That'll make it read.
Yeah.
It'll be read soon. I'll let you know how to make a few $1 billion. But yeah, it's like, you know the stuff you need to do in your business. Don't go and get distracted by the new shiny thing. That's easy. That's the easy way out.
Protect
everyone. Everyone else is going to get distracted. You know this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let them get distracted. Focus on what's in front of you. Become a specialist.
Yeah, 100%.
Do what you do better than anyone else.
And even in that space too, there's often someone that's better than you or done the things that you have done, or at least for a lot longer. So if you're wondering now in your business, okay, well, cool, I get what you're saying. Where do I start? What do I do? What do I need to do to get better? Go and find someone. There are so many, there's so many mentors out there that you could reach out to help you along your journey in whatever profession it might be. And it might start off small, and you might have to go through a few. You know, I've had multiple mentors in the past. Some of them I look back and I go, dude, I surpassed you in 3 weeks of working with you.
Yeah, but that's the whole purpose of it.
That's right. And then I moved on to the next one.
Yeah.
And I moved on to the next one. At the moment, I've got one guy I speak to a bit about some stuff, but not in-depth technical shit. But other than that, I'd say I'm probably ready for another one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I'd love to have that next level mentor. The one that's scared. The one that do you know who I want to speak with? I want to speak with the guy that I feel as soon as I walk in there that I don't belong.
Yeah, imposter syndrome.
I want that. I want to walk in going, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
This guy's going to laugh at me. That's
Yeah.
what I want.
Yeah, I'm trying to do 25 mil. He tells you 25 a month.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to walk in the house or walk in his office, go, this is sick, and just go, I want him to just belittle me. Just go, nah, all right, you ready to fucking play with the big boys? Like, yep, let's do it. Good. Give me 10 push-ups.
Yeah, very mental. Give myself. Yeah, I think, and people who don't know what to do, yeah. There's this cool thing because we all tend to offer great advice when it comes to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Or when it comes to yourself, you're like, I don't know. Learn to look at either yourself or your business objectively. And from the outside looking in, like, okay, I'm not Robby talking about Robby. I'm whoever I am now looking at this guy who's doing this podcast. Look at it from the outside in and give yourself advice like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, look at it from the outside in and say, okay, cool. If I was coaching this person who has whatever qualities you have, whatever, you know what I mean?
Which you know.
Yeah, which you know better than anyone else. If I was coaching this person, what would I tell them to do? Oh, I'd probably tell them to start here. Okay, cool. Go do that.
Up there. Do that right now.
Go do that thing. You know what I mean? I'll tell them to do this, then this, then that. Okay.
Here's the other thing. Not all your, a mentor doesn't just have to be a physical person that you're connecting with. You can get a mentor just from someone on YouTube. Alex Hormozy, he could be your mentor. See what I mean?
Yeah, just listening.
Yeah, listen to his shit.
Yeah.
Go and...
I call them silent mentors.
Yes, have a silent mentor. Self-educate. Go read a book. You said you picked up a book that said how to make $1 billion.
How to make a few billion.
A few billion, not even just one.
No, that's me.
Think of what? You think you're playing small? You just make 1 billion? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm so excited to read it.
That's so cool.
It's all about roll-ups.
Roll-ups, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, lolly.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
that.
No, I was going to say, too.
Roll-up, like, where they combine 100 businesses and then sell
Yeah,
much more of multiples, like a big franchise.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And it's all about that.
Yeah.
Really. You only need to do one. Be set. Life.
Yeah.
It might take you 5 years.
Yeah.
Hey, 5 years, be set for life.
I think Dan Pena is massive on that.
Yeah, dude, that's like, we don't play the big games.
Yeah.
It's the big boys.
I'm pretty sure he does a lot of that shit. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, look for silent mentors. Go down that path. Man, the internet is free. Do you know what I mean? Jump on fucking YouTube. Jump on YouTube and you'll be surprised at what you find and what you can learn and who you connect with and who you go to, and then something will lead to something. And because you're looking at those business things, you'll get an ad on your feed one day that says, oh, come to this business growth summit or whatever the fuck it is. Then you go, and that person might be a dick, but then you meet a person you're sitting next to who's also in this industry and goes, this. You know what's sick? Today we met up for, yesterday. We had lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch/meeting. And we're talking shop, and then all of a sudden, we're talking something about something.
Hiring a person.
Was it? Yeah. And then
like,
like,
where are you going to put him?
Well, exactly, where we're going to put him. He's like, we need to, then I just fucking jumped on my phone. It's like, you know what, let's have a quick look. What offices are around? And then, no shit, we found an office. I found an office there that I saw late last year, and they wanted whatever it was. They wanted 6 figures for it, the office, and they had reduced it significantly. I thought, fuck, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good value. I showed you. This afternoon, we checked it out. Right, so all of a sudden, just from one simple conversation, we're on the verge of I'm moving office. You know what I mean? We're all, both of us, moving office and combining the team in this one place. Sick. But you see how that idea came from nothing. We had planted the seed of earlier in the year saying, hey, we'll go get an office when this takes off, we'll go do it. And we're probably not 100% ready right now, but that's the best time to do it.
Yeah, just take
The best time to do it.
Yeah. 100%.
And I look at that and I go, fuck, man, like that one simple conversation could change the trajectory of our businesses from a perspective of even just the mindset of walking. Like, my office is nice. I've got a good office here in Port Melbourne. It's served me well. And in all honesty, could probably stay here for another couple of years without any issues.
Yeah, you got space.
I've got space. I've got room to grow. And we're going to have I've got just employed one person. I'm about to have another person in here, and I could probably still fit If I really wanted to, I could fit another 5 people in this office.
Yeah, easy.
If I wanted to. We can start getting busy, but if I wanted to.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be a tight ass. But
You got space. You got space.
I've got space. I've got space to do it. Yeah, there's room for
Change the way
I could change
your
it.
desks are
That's
laid
right.
out to take up so much space.
That's right.
You
I would just change
spread
it.
them out.
I would just change shit up. That's it. So the point I'm getting at though is going to another space, a nicer space, one that's more open plan, one that we can really establish a great team environment. Man, that'll be so cool.
Yeah.
So cool to have that. And all came from one little conversation. Now, these are the sorts of conversations you could be having when you start putting yourself out there and speaking to other business owners, speaking to a mentor, speaking to advisors, listening to this podcast, listening to other podcasts, listening to or watching YouTube clips, because this conversation that me and you are having could inspire you to go, fuck it, you know what? It's about time I move out of my house and go get an office. You know, a lot of businesses start there. I started my business at a home office.
Me too.
It was my mum and dad's spare room upstairs. You know, actually, when I first started my company, where'd I go? When I first started my company, my ex-boss leased a desk to me, and I did some work for him contracting. So I contracted him for a year, and he just rented me a little spot in his corner office. He had a huge office. He just rented me a desk. So thanks, dude. Like so cool. It was so sick. It was great. And then on top of that, I then left. I said, listen, I've won a couple of jobs. I'm going to give it a crack on my own. Went and stayed at my old man's place I was probably at my parents' house. How long was I there for? Maybe 2 months. And then I found an office. This one.
Oh, you've been here since?
I've been here ever since. Been here ever since.
So this will be massive if you decide to, like, you're in a whole different position.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been here?
Wow. For 6 years, something like that.
Pre-COVID?
Yeah, definitely pre-COVID.
Sick.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah, it is. It's great. So, and that just goes to show the growth of everything that I've been through as well. But that one simple conversation changed my trajectory, or our trajectory potentially. Now, nothing's in concrete, but it'll come to fruition eventually.
Yeah. Eventually.
As like you said today, it's like the thing about lifetime opportunities, once in a lifetime opportunities, so they come around once or twice a year. And I've always had that mentality too. Like I've never been like, oh fuck, we're gonna miss out.
FOMO. Never FOMO.
Very rarely. Very rarely.
You've never had FOMO ever?
Maybe I was younger. I didn't get invited to a party. But now that I'm older, I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm hoping I don't get invited. Pretend I didn't get the invite.
Yeah. No, I don't think I do, man. I just know what I want. I've got a lot of clarity around that now.
You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know anything I've had FOMO for recently.
Yeah.
Or like last few years or anything. FOMO?
I mean, I said it a few episodes back where I felt sorry for myself because I didn't have certain things in my life that I thought I would by now.
Yeah, but that's not FOMO.
No, but I mean, mate, yeah.
That's more,
potentially.
Yeah.
Could leave a little bit. Like say if I thought I'd be driving multiple supercars by now. Yeah. Other people are and I'm not. Poor me. Perhaps that's a level of it, but even then I snapped the fuck out of it very quickly too.
You got to leverage that feeling.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I've done. It's exactly what I did.
Just be like,
It was only a moment in time though. Like when I say moment in time, it was like that morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got to leverage that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just sit in it.
Yeah. And I think that's what I was doing because I got annoyed at
sit in
it.
it for a moment and just be like, oh, it's got to fucking change. It's going to fucking flip.
We're going to say this now. So yesterday you came to my office, walks into my office, ladies and gentlemen, and he's holding a big fuck off box. I'm like, what the hell is this thing? What are you doing? What rubbish are you bringing into my office now? As I'm talking big, like this box is like Robbie's holding it
Bigger
with
than
two
me.
arms. Like he's holding it with two arms. Like he had to walk through the door sideways. That's how big it was. And I'm like, what is this? Like, I thought it was just, I don't even know what it was. A little something for like our trainings, events, a new camera, or bloody a new light for Iggy. I don't know. And you're like, open it. It's sick. I'm like, what is it? And he's like, open it. It's sick. You wouldn't tell him. I was like, this is your birthday present. I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, oh, it's fucking, I've been on back order. This whole time I thought he didn't get me a birthday present. Fucking dud.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Blame Vietnam.
Yeah, that's it.
Nah, honestly, thank you, Vietnam. I'm sick.
Thanks. Sick. So I'm opening it up, and I open it up, still don't know what it is. I see a massive polystyrene cover on top of it, and then you're just standing there giggling, like you're like, "This, open it."
So pumped.
And then I take the lid off. I take the top polystyrene cover or top off. Underneath it, a model yacht, a model super yacht like this. It's at least 800 mil wide.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
At least, maybe more, maybe meter. That's huge. Anyway, I'm like straight away, like that's sick. That is so cool. Obviously, for the fans listening and long-time listeners of the podcast, we talk about landing the chopper on the super yacht often and how that's a shining light in what we're doing with everything. You know what I mean? Being in the position where we're going, cool, let's get the chopper to land it on the yacht.
A pinnacle moment.
Yeah. And anyways, we set it up, took it out of the box, unwrapped it out of the plastic, and I've just got it on top of my bookshelf at the moment in my office. It's literally, I'm sitting at my desk and I'm looking at it all day. I can't miss it.
Makes your bookshelf
every time. Yeah. Every time I walk out of the office, I look at it. I'm like, yeah, that's sick. What it is, it's that daily reminder. That daily reminder going, yeah,
it's not about the yacht. The yacht, whether the yacht comes or not, it's absolutely irrelevant. It
even
is
with the supercars.
Yeah,
even with the houses, even with fucking everything. It is the
keep going.
Yes,
it is what it symbolizes. You know, like Gary Vee says it. He's like, I might never be able to buy the jets. He goes, but it's the chase of wanting to buy the jets.
That's right. He loves the journey more than he's loving the destination.
Dude, it's all about the journey. Dude, hey, I said this before and I'll say it again because it rings so true, man. But I've been reading books where they're talking about people from 200 years ago, and I said it last time, chopping people's heads off and everything else. And these are people who did some iconic historical, like emperors and kings, and
been taught in schools.
And most of you would not know who they are. I did not know who any of them were. You know what I mean? Like rulers of the world 200 years ago, 300 years ago, no idea who they were. And they were like top of the game in life. Guess what?
They're all dead.
They're all fucking dead, dude. And we're going to be dead too. Like in 200 years, no one's going to know who we are.
Of course they are.
Dude.
Well, imagine what episode we'll be up to by then.
Yeah.
Imagine how much content they're going to have. Do you know what? You know what, guys? Like on that, right? You're completely right. Your children's
know who you are, dude.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who invented a really old company? What's an old company?
Microsoft.
Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Who made it? You don't know.
Mr. Goldman.
Well, who made IBM?
Mr. IBM.
You don't know. You don't know the people behind it. No. The company has outlived the person.
Yeah.
Because even people say, don't you want to make a company that's going to last? The company's going to last. It's not going to be me.
Yeah.
People in 100 years won't know Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They won't know him. There's very few icons in the world that are still known now and their companies are still rolling.
Yeah.
There's some that are known for like their level of wealth, but that's it. Like the Rockefellers and things like that, but that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very, very few. And they'll probably be forgotten by the next generation.
But you know what is forever? The internet.
For now.
But I think it will be, this is the opportunity though, and we talk about this a little bit at Brand and when we're talking about marketing and all that sort of stuff, right? One of the greatest motivators for me to create content, not just on socials, but even this podcast, is the ability that I can now communicate with future generations.
Yeah.
In the sense that they can connect with me. Like I will never know my great-great-grandfather. I've never met him. Right? My great-great-grandfather. He exists. Don't even know his name. All right? Now...
Do you know your grandfather's dad?
Know him? No, I've never met him.
Do you know of him?
Of him.
Do you know anything about him?
Not very little.
Do you know his name?
Probably George, but no. Being Greek, everyone's George.
Yeah, like is that the eldest son sort of thing?
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Like imagine now I could jump on YouTube and type his name in. Okay, see what he's about. And then listen to every fucking episode, every podcast. Now, obviously, we're talking about many generations ago, but we're going to be many generations for someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For our ancestors, our kids. We're going to be the ancestors for our great kids in the future. They can come back to this moment. My profiles they'll probably still be there.
You reckon?
Well, why? Do they get taken down when you die?
There is a setting.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Don't know. But I'm sure some people can leave it up there if they want.
Yeah.
I'll probably leave it there forever.
Yeah, but
Why would I want to take it down?
My thing is, do you think meta will still be around? Because eventually they're going to have to sit there and say, hey, there's too many pitfalls. Or, hey, think about it. Dude, it's going to, in 100 years, 8 billion people would have died. 150 years.
Yeah.
8 billion people would have died. 8 billion.
Yeah, wow.
A lot of fucking people, man. You know what I mean? In 150 years, no one that's alive now will be alive.
That's funny when you say it like that, is it? No, man, isn't it like, holy shit, like everyone on the planet is going to die.
It's going to be gone. In 150 years. It's not that fucking, like, 150 years was not 1880 now. Who the fuck's still around?
Yeah.
One. Do you know what I mean? And that was like, life was completely different, let alone where it's going to be in 150 years. You're going out. There's no way around it. Whether you're religious, not religious, you're here now. You're here now.
You're here now.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you're not going to, the shit you worry about, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to matter. You could be,
This quote the other day.
everything's going to disappear.
Yeah, I heard this quote the other day and I wrote it down because I liked it. So those who died yesterday had plans for this morning. Those who died this morning had plans for tonight. Don't take life for granted. In the blink of an eye, everything can change. So forgive often and love with all your heart. You'll never know if you have the chance to do it again. Today, there is no time. Tomorrow, there will be no energy. And the day after tomorrow, we may no longer be here. So don't delay anything and live in the now. It was a cool little quote. I really enjoyed it.
It's true, dude. It's true.
Damn straight it is. Damn straight. It's sad to a degree. Would you live forever if you could?
I think that would take the beauty out of life.
Yeah. No, 100% it would. If you were immortal.
Yeah, it's like now it doesn't even matter anymore. Then you probably commit suicide. Probably get to the point where you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Been around here for ages.
Same old shit every time.
But yeah, that's that, man.
For those of you watching at home, if you can see out the window right now, which you probably can't, it's actually nighttime. Because we're doing this in the PM. In the PM, what time is it? It's 20 past 9.
To make sure
On a Wednesday.
that we don't miss a single week for you guys.
Now, that ties into everything we're talking about though, doesn't it? Just working that little bit harder. I could have been home watching Netflix or probably in bed by now, realistically, knowing how I've been going to bed the last month or so. But we both said it, like, just look, dude, we'll do what needs to be done. You know, this is a time for me actually where I'm not working in the sense that I don't have to, there's no phone calls I can make that are going to benefit me right now. And with everything we got coming up in the next couple of weeks, we thought, no, let's do an episode tonight so we can actually stay ahead and make sure that we're getting everything done that needs to be done.
One of my favorite sayings, we don't do our best, we do what's required.
Yeah,
I share that with my team all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I did my best, I don't care.
Do what's required.
Do what's required. Yeah. No, I'll try my best. No. Do what's required. You're either going to do it or you're not.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Do what's required. Now they'll do what's required. Yeah. I love that, dude.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like, yeah, that's it, man. I'll do what's required when it's my turn too.
Yeah, it's not you're practicing what you preach. You're not sitting there just going, I'll do my best. Oh no, I'll try.
Yeah. You'll do it.
I have a question.
Hey guys, we got Iggy a mic. Everybody, watch out, because I've noticed in a couple of episodes I've been listening to, it goes all distorted and weird when Iggy talks. He sounds like a robot.
I forgot he had a mic. I was like,
yeah, me too. I was like, holy shit, was there someone else on this show? He's the man behind the mic.
The man,
Iggy.
the man behind the camera.
The question is, what are your thoughts about Brian Johnson? Because he's like trying to extend like human life in general. Because you were talking about like, would you live forever?
Yeah.
And both of you said like, no, right?
Yeah, but I would live, if I could live healthily to 100 years, 150 years, I would. But you know what? Okay, good question.
Do you know who Brian Johnson
Yeah,
is?
you mentioned him actually in a previous podcast.
Me, yeah.
So, yeah.
Just a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, I watched something on him the other day on YouTube.
Weird looking.
And yeah, he's a little bit odd.
He looks weird, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he gets his lips
That's
ejected or something.
Yeah, not sure. He's doing some freaky
He's doing
shit.
some weird, yeah.
He eats the same food every single day. He takes about 50 supplements or 40 supplements with every single meal.
But, you know, every single person I know that's really like next level. Like, dude, compared to most people, so just FYI, finished 75 hard, did a blood test next morning straight away.
Oh, you're good.
And yeah, haven't got the results yet, but I keep posted.
Oh, really curious to see that.
Yeah, to see how 75 days of just eating meat was.
Yeah.
But that is more than most people do.
The 75.
No, getting my blood taken, blah blah blah. Like I always get once, maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
I usually get my blood taken, and that's more than what most people.
Man, I've gone, before I had a blood test last year. Before that, it would have been fucking 10 years.
Yeah, no, you should do it, dude. It's very important.
I'm just saying I hadn't done, not sick. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean.
The
I know
absence of sickness is not healthy.
I know, but I'm saying most people are like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. People see me and they say, "Man, that's full on." Like
Yeah.
I pull up my blood test result when I go to the doctor's, pull up my phone. They freak out. They look at me like,
Who is this guy?
carrying your blood test results. I'm like, I've got a print copy.
This is the laminated one.
Yeah, and then these guys are like next level, man.
Yeah. He's spending $2 million a year just on food, like on everything he's doing. All these supplements, the testing, the everything. I think they said he's got the genetics. No, he's aging like a 10-year-old. That's what they said at the moment. He's got it to a point where he's aging at the same rate as a 10-year-old.
I think he's aging at like 9 months a year.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever
He's
that is.
aging slower than time,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah, full on. And it'd be interesting to see how long he goes and lives for. And how healthy he is in the later years as well. He works out for an hour a day in the morning. So he's just all routine, this guy. He is all routine. Nothing changes. Like same foods, same supplements, exercising at the same time, sleeping at the same time. Everything is next level. He sold his business for $800 million to PayPal.
Yeah, he's almost a billionaire.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's got money to burn.
Yeah, but he said he wanted to die. He's like, I was just didn't know what the point of.
Have you seen a video of him before he started this journey?
No.
Completely different. He actually looks healthier.
He looks weird now.
Yeah.
Like you look at him and you think, this guy looks weird, man.
Yeah.
Like he just looks odd. Looks like a robot. If they sat there, it's an AI, yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes
So your question about that, yeah, it'd be interesting to see at what point he kicks the bucket and how long he actually goes for. But coming back to your thing, like even for me living to 150, I would hate the thought that the natural progression of life would be different for me where I don't die before my kids.
But if you're in the same world,
What do you mean?
like you're in the same world.
Yeah.
You're living longer, they're living longer.
Yeah, I know. I want to die before my kids though.
Yeah, but that's naturally,
Yeah.
knock on wood, without an accident or anything, that'll always happen regardless of how long your health is.
Correct.
Because even if your health gets extended, they're younger than you. Their health's going to get way more extended.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, in that perspective. But
So you live to
everything-
150, they'll probably live to 200.
Yeah, in a world where everything's 100% right. But the longer I live, the more there's probability that they might. Because, when you get to your 80s and I'm fucking 120, you know what I mean? And it's like, or whatever, however much older I am than my kids, but it's like,
I get what you're saying.
I don't, whatever age they are, they can be adults, they can be grandparents themselves. I don't want to, I don't want them to go before me.
You got to look, 80 will become the new 50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, man, that's why I've started, again, we've said this on a few podcasts. Like I went train today, feeling stronger than ever. I want to be 50 years old and fucking people looking at me going, this guy's off his head. Absolutely. Be the fittest 50-year-old you'll ever see. And by the end of the year, we've just booked we're about to book our holidays for the next year. I want to be at the resort with everyone else, top off, and everyone going, yep, this guy's next level.
So when I walked in today, I saw the calendar on the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
like it?
Man, this guy's, one step ahead.
No, I've got my 2025 calendar ready.
Well, that's what I was going to say to you. And then I noticed it was 2024. And it's like he's one step behind. He's taking 6 months into. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yeah.
I got the rest of this year, and then I got 2025. I'm going to plan out the whole fucking year next year.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, everything. I'm going to have it, everything.
Business, events, work,
holidays, everything. Everything's going to be blocked out.
Yeah, that's sick.
Because I want it to go next year and just like give it a nudge. Like, man, we've given it a nudge over the last. Oh, when was our first event? Do you remember?
Of course.
No, what
February,
year?
last year.
Was it last year? So it was 23. Yeah, it was, because we planned at 22. 23 was the first that kicked off. There it was. You're right.
Thanks.
And you think about, you won't. That's all right. Give credit when credit's due. Think about what's happened between that point and now, like how much has happened and what's transponded from that and the shit that we're doing. And I'm like, man, imagine what next year's going to bring. Gee, excuse me, I'm so excited. I go, what is it? Reflux or whatever.
Almost threw up.
Almost threw up. That's how excited I was. But yeah, I want to plan that whole next year and go, this is what we're doing. And I heard someone say, start shifting your mindset to thinking in years than months. Just understand what's coming in the future. Not everything has to happen next month. You don't have to get the Lambo next month. Do you know what I mean? You could have that year plan. And yeah, I've got my calendars there ready to go for that exact reason, because I want to plan out everything next year. And partly, even the full holiday stuff too. And again, part of the reason why I want to jam here, because I want to be able to go away for 6 weeks and not have to worry about shit. Know that I'm still getting money coming through the door. Know that I'm still getting everything done back home. Not needing to open the laptop, but doing it because I want to. That's at the point where I want to get to.
At this point now, I'd just gotten back from Europe last year.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I remember.
Very different.
From last year?
Just in a whole different space, dude.
Yeah. It's like you never went.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's funny. But like, even someone was talking to me the other day, and that whole story about this is going to get full circle, sick. The whole story about the yacht and the jumper happened this time around.
Oh, yes, it did. That's where that came from.
Yeah, I was in Greece.
That's where it came from.
And then someone said to me the other day, he's like, you telling that story, he goes, you made me think. And I was like, do you want a helicopter as well? What is it? And he's like, no, why do we do pleb stuff? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like this touristy go on a boat with 50 other people. Like, why can't I be on my boat?
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, right, that's how I felt. I was on a boat with a bunch of people. It was fun. But I was looking at the other person thinking, that guy's on his own massive super yacht. And the helicopter's landing. I watched the helicopter land on it. And I was like, who's that? Like, why am I doing that?
Yeah.
Or something next level to this. Like, you know what I mean? And there's people who will hear that and say, and I get a lot of flack on this online, but people, they say like, why do you want to make $1 billion? Why don't you try to help people? Like, if you give $1 billion away to help a lot of people.
Yeah, that's right.
You're
making $1 billion, you're helping fucking thousands of people. Man.
Yeah, exactly. You employ people, you're a positive.
That's right.
You're a net positive effect on the economy.
That's right.
But yeah, it's just like, that was a year ago now.
Well, it was even in that post I sent you the other day. We said his name a couple of times. Portelli. He put some photos up, and I didn't even know he had a private jet. He did.
Yeah, I didn't.
Had his initials on the jet. I'm like, that's sick. Yeah, that's the shit, man. Like, that's what you're crushing it. You're winning. Going around the world, buying supercars.
Yeah.
Like, fucking bought a dinosaur foot. Yeah, bought a dinosaur foot for his kid to play with. Like, literally a T-Rex foot, $130,000 or something like that. So whatever. How much is it? $130,000. I'll take.
Like 6.
And it's like, why not have it? Yeah, it's all there. It's all obtainable. It's all
Have 13 kids like Elon Musk.
Oh man, I would. I love kids. I'd have 1,000 kids. I can do it.
You got a transgender kid, do you see that?
I saw something with Jordan Peterson yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I saw the clip, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and he was like, he got tricked into accepting it.
Scammed into.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting podcast.
It was full on.
Peterson
It was full on. And he fully said, like, he was there, he goes, my son's died. They killed my son.
Yeah, they turned him into a chick.
Yeah, that's what he said. But he goes, they killed my son.
Pretty sure they did it all.
Yeah, he said, my son's dead. I don't have a son anymore. And he goes, that was tragic for me. And he goes, it's a disease. That's what he was saying in it. It was very,
Confronting.
not confronting. I wasn't confronted by it, but it was very, like, you don't hear people talk like that anymore. In the sense that, and he's never been one to shy away from anything like that.
No.
But you don't hear people talk like that anymore. As far as saying, no, like, this is a disease. This is fucked. We've got to stop it at all costs. There's a lot of logic to what he says.
I agree with you.
You know, like, that's where I'm wired that way a little bit from a logical point of view. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, you're saying one thing, another. Yeah, there's a lot of logic there. Not everything's all a logical answer. I get that too.
Why?
Great. I'm sure there's other things that come into play too.
That just means we don't understand it.
That's true.
I always tell people, if you can't explain it, it means you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't. I can't explain it. No, you can't explain it, dude. You don't understand it.
Yeah,
Simple
that's
as-
true.
And there's things in life we don't understand.
Yeah, that's right.
That's okay.
That's okay. I accept that.
Yeah.
I accept that. Yeah, well, it's like faith, isn't it?
Faith.
Yeah, like religion.
What's the difference between faith and fear?
I don't know. They're both made up. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. To fear something that hasn't happened or may never happen is illogical.
Both. You can't, like, they're both made up in your own head.
Yeah. Yeah. Preconceived notions of something that is or is not.
Yeah. Might never happen.
Very cool. But do you know something that is and should be?
What?
People subscribing to this podcast.
That's real.
Ed,
That's definitely not made up.
that's not made up at all. It's not made up. It's something that that everyone listening to this right now has definitely done.
Surely.
How many episodes are we in? It's like 40 yet? Are we up to 40?
Yeah, this is 42.
Oh, shit. So
We're gonna
42. We're 42 in.
Five.
Oh, how good. We're 42 in. And if you're still listening with us, thank you. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you tell your friends.
And if this is your first time listening to us, thank you.
Thank you and welcome. Glad to have you here. But it helps us reach more people, help more people. We got featured on the main page of Spotify the other day, didn't we?
I heard.
Yeah. So, which was really cool. It was funny because we went from having an average listening to just boom, just skyrocketing in that month. But
That's the power
consistency.
of a platform, man.
Yeah, it's power of consistency.
Yeah.
It's the power of doing things, just working that little bit harder than everyone else. Why do you think they did that? The algorithm would have been, in a way, I believe, I don't see why this wouldn't be like that. They're like, okay, cool. These guys have consistently been doing this for 30, 40 weeks. Let's give them a leg up. People are going to listen. And maybe
And then,
as a result of that, we got 10 more listeners.
yeah, no,
Right.
but we did. Like, the listens have gone up since then.
Yeah, there you
the
go.
The weekly listens.
Yeah, there you go.
gone up. Yeah, it's sick.
But apply that whole same strategy to what you're doing in business. We're talking about being better business people. Like, apply that strategy. Just be better every single day. Be consistent. Consistency is really important. Discipline, really important. Be committed to growing and to doing things differently. You know, we're talking about super yachts. There are people out there, if you run a butcher, if you're a florist, if you're a builder, if you're a marketer, there are people out there that have the same business as you in the same profession, making hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. And you're still here trying to be a 2% of the Australian economy that cracks 7 figures. Wake the fuck up and subscribe.
Wake the fuck up.
Eddie Abu. Yeah, he's cool. We should get him on the pod. We haven't done a call out in a while.
A shout out.
Shout
A
out.
sponsor.
We haven't done a sponsor. Should we do a sponsor?
Go for it.
My sponsor, I actually don't know what the brand is. It's hydrogen water.
The water.
Yeah, I don't actually know if this works. But when I press it, it goes blue and bubbles come out of it. And you know what? Ever since I've been drinking this, now I don't know if it's a combination of me drinking more water, but my migraines have gone away. Haven't had a migraine since that time we were in Sydney. You know, so I see that as a real positive thing. Gary Brecker,
Yeah.
he's massive on it. He reckons you got to have hydrogen water every single moment of every single day.
Yeah, he reckons if you just say, I bought a water filter from him. Not from him. Not from him. A water filter that he recommended, get one that removes these things.
Yeah.
So if you just remove the chlorine and the fluoride from your water,
Yeah.
30 days, he's like, I'll laugh at it.
Did it?
Dude, I told you I never felt fucked.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, mate.
lack of disease isn't health.
Yeah, but I'm hell. Like I go get checked.
Yeah. I have a filter. I've just got one of the Britax ones, the water filters.
Yeah, that doesn't take out fluoride.
Oh, doesn't it? Which one did you get? I might get your one too then.
I'll send you a name.
Send it to
for this.
Send it to me.
Not sponsoring them.
No, but anyway, yeah, I don't know if it works. I think it does, but it's had, you know what? Even if it doesn't work, at least I'm drinking more water. And I think that's helped me. So
it works.
So go and get a hydrogen water machine.
And wake the fuck up.
And wake the fuck up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Look forward to speaking to you next time.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.